Hey guys, it's Allison Monday from Tiny Blue Orange, and today I'm going to walk you through this pretty quick tutorial on how to add custom PayPal buttons to your WordPress website. And this is great because it helps you kind of brand your site even more instead of using the somewhat ugly PayPal buttons that they add by default. It allows you to put some personality onto your site, which is always a good thing. So to start, I made this button graphic, but be sure to save it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to upload that button to your site because you need a place where that button can be kept. PayPal isn't going to host it for you. So I just uploaded it to my WordPress website. And then what you're going to get is a URL where that button lives. We're going to need this URL in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it right now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to head over to your PayPal account. And once you're logged in, go to Profile, My Selling Tools, and that will get you to this page. And right near the top, you'll see PayPal buttons. If you don't have any set up, this will say Get Started, but it's basically the same step. So we're going to go to Update. And for our purposes, I'm just going to mess with the sample. So I'm going to Edit button. And then from here, you get lots of options that you can play with. So let's say you were selling an ebook, so you could name this ebook title. You can give it an item ID if you really want to track things. The nice thing about PayPal is they have lots of tips and pointers, so you can always get information if you're confused. I don't want to drop down, so I'm just going to uncheck that and set a price. $10, make sure the currency is right. So in this box where it says customize button, you can add a drop down menu, add text field, whatever you'd like. But what we are concerned about with this tutorial is customize text or appearance. So I'm going to click that, and this radio button, use your own button image. Sounds pretty straightforward. That's what we want. And here's where that URL comes into play. So I'm going to paste where that button lives. And then that's good to go. Shipping, you can set some shipping, you can set tax, you can set all these different things like email address. Then you can move on to step 2, track inventory if you really want. With ebooks, probably don't need to track inventory. And then they have custom features, so you can send messages, you can take your customers to a URL if they cancel buying your ebook, you can take them to a specific URL when they finish. You know, PayPal buttons are great for these sorts of things. And then you can get super nerdy and add some advanced variables at the end. But that's all we need to do for now, so I'm going to click Save Changes. I'm going to wait a little bit. And then it's going to give you this button code. So you can click this select code, or if you click in the box, it'll select everything. And then I'm going to Command C because I'm on a Mac, or Control C on a PC to copy it. And then I'm going to go to where I want to paste this code. So I'm going to go to a blog post that I have started. And so here's where it's important to note which version of the editor you're in. So normally everyone's pretty comfortable in the visual editor. They have all of these settings and styles that they're used to, but for now we want to hop over to the text editor because we're going to be adding some code. And so the only way it'll be recognized by WordPress is if we hop over into the text editor. Yes, a bunch of stuff is misspelled because I just copied some hipster Ipsum, but we're not going to worry too much about that. So pick where you want your button to be, and then Command V to paste, or Control V. You guys know the drill by now. And so I'm going to save this draft now that I've pasted that code in. And once the draft saves, we're going to preview it. I was already previewing my post, so it's open in a new tab. And you can scroll down, and lo and behold, there's our big button. And so if you click it, it's going to open in a new tab. And it'll show ebook title, which is what we named the button, the price, and all of that jazz. And your customer can check out or continue with PayPal. So that's all you need to do to add a custom PayPal button to your WordPress website. Hopefully you see how easy it can be. Honestly, the hardest part is probably designing your button. And if you have a designer on your team, you can obviously have them do it. But after that, you can have this set up in just a couple minutes and you can have a much more branded look to your sales page. Hope you guys enjoy, and leave any comments below if you have questions or ideas of how you want to implement this on your site.